If you're anything like me, when you guys started working with foam for building epic terrain and scatter for your tabletop gaming, you probably had a lot of questions about what types of products are safe and effective for your foam board creations. Hi, I'm Jason, and this is the Craft Cave, where artists learn together and create together. Today's episode, I'm going to explain to you why not all glues and paints are created equally for your mini terrain, as well as some tips and tricks of what I use and do to get around some of these issues that we do have in this hobby. So let's start with glue. Today I took 3 most common glues that you probably have in your home right now. And what we're going to try to do today is just take a few pieces of the foam offcuts from these stones we'll be painting later. Now the 3 glues we'll be using today are PVA, commonly known as school glue, super glue, and hot glue. Of these 3 products, you should only use the PVA and hot glue for using foam. As you can see here, the super glue starts to melt the foam and you'll be able to see bubbles being pushed out from the sides. Now depending on your time restraints or preferences, you should use the PVA or hot glue. Hot glue being the fastest, giving you the option to continue working on your epic art. However, as a trade-off, you will have to deal with the little strings that come off of your hot glue, which you'll certainly want to remove before painting. On the other hand, we have the PVA glue, a clear drying glue that does not leave any strings. However, what you do trade off is your time, since the school glue will take much longer to dry. Now as a note, there are foam-safe super glues, however they can be harder to get a hold of. Now the reason some of these super glues are considered to be foam-safe is because they have a much slower curing time as compared to normal super glue. Now personally, what I'd recommend is just you take a low temperature hot glue gun as opposed to the high temperature hot glue gun, which will also still melt your foam board. Now with these stones that I made earlier, I decided to use Mod-Podge on half of each of them so that you can see what using even a single layer of this PVA glue can do if all you have is a standard spray paint like I picked up at a hardware store. First up is the Testors brand black spray paint that I got from Hobby Lobby for a little more than $8 for a 3-ounce can. As you can see with this paint, the foam is fine after being painted. Now the other spray paint that I'll be testing today is this Rust-Oleum flat black primer that I got from Home Depot for about $7 for a 12-ounce can. Now almost immediately you can see that this piece of foam is starting to melt. You can also see that along that line of Mod-Podge that even a single layer is protecting the foam from melting. Now the reason that the Rust-Oleum is dissolving the foam so fast is because it is made with acetone and liquefied petroleum gas, as compared to Testors using petroleum distillates and petroleum propellant. And that's exactly why you should always be wearing a mask whenever you're working with materials like this. So in conclusion, you can see that there are many different products we can use for this. However, there is no substitution for good judgment and always taking the right precautions, making sure that you're always in a ventilated space and wearing the protection that you should be wearing while working with these toxic fumes. Anyways, I hope that this demonstration taught you something valuable and entertained you. Until next time, keep crafting, keep learning, and always believe in yourself.